You know what? We'll just do it live. This past weekend was friggin' amazing. Um, my good friends Steve and Esther Richards, their son Noah, got married this weekend on Saturday. Beautiful location. I cannot rave enough about this. It was a place called Shepherd's Field, and it's kind of between. It's a Sisters, Oregon address, but it's kind of between. It's probably it's definitely closer to Terrebonne than it is to Sisters. But yeah, this man, John Shepherd, and his family, it's their personal property, but they have turned it into. He's retired, but they have turned it into an amazing wedding venue. Um, Again, I am awed and kind of staggered because I or some people don't know, but I was a DJ for like over 15 years, and I've done at least 25 to 30 weddings. It was jaw dropping. Um, a beautiful layout, and he pretty much gives you the run of the place. You can't stay the night there, but from you have the run of the place, the house, and the property from Friday, daytime, like say 9 a.m. on Friday to 9 or 10 p.m., and then Saturday 9 a.m. until 10 p.m. And then I'm sure if you have to pick up some stuff Sunday morning, that's fine, but you get it for the weekend. And he only charges, yeah, I'm gonna say it. He charges the base rate is 5 grand. And even if you have more than 200 guests, it's not going to be more than, God, 6,000, 6,500, something like that. The prices are on the website, but it was insane. And here's why it's so important. He has an amazing, huge house, and he just gives you the property. I mean, he has his upstairs office and bedrooms and stuff, but you have the run of the house. You have a bridesmaid's room, or bridal room, a groomsmen room for them to get ready. You can come set up on Friday as early as you want, spend the entire day there on the property, just take over his house. We did the rehearsal Friday evening, and then he just lets you hang at his house. Steve grilled burgers, and they brought food. You can basically do the rehearsal dinner at his house, and let him. He lets you use his. He has a really nice big grill that's hooked up to gas, so it never runs out. But it's his home, and he lets you take it over. Um, I drove over Friday morning, and I think I got there. Oh geez, 1 or 1:30 in the afternoon, but they had already been there since like 9 or 10 a.m. He has everything, so he provides the tables, the chairs, the big tent canopies for the buffet for the food line, and then you have a separate big long rectangular canopy for the beverage service area. There's an amazing gazebo that is designed to be like the dance floor, and as Noah and Rachel had a live performer, a sax performer, and a singer with him. Um, that's where the DJ area is, but it's nice and covered. A big built-in gazebo. The trees, so many trees, natural trees on the property that are already pre-decorated with like LED lights, strand lights. You turn them on, so even when the sun goes down, you can see where you're going. Um, a separate ceremony area that has a beautiful altar that is decorated, and he provides the sound system, the speakers, and a microphone. So it picks up everything that the officiant and the bride and groom are saying, and there's a great sound system for that. He makes it so easy. And then as a DJ, I just brought my PA for the reception, and had the honor of working with Draven. He was the saxophone player. Awesome, talented guy. He played, and his friend, she had a beautiful voice, and I don't remember her name, but she showed up, and like during cocktail hour, Draven had some instrumental music going on, and he played his sax live, and he just was able to go through my PA. And then his friend, again, I forgot her name, she came in, and during the dinner hour, they played again. God, and it was friggin' amazing. And then Draven would sing, and she would sing, and then he would play sax, and yeah, it was awesome. And then once we got through, dinner, everybody ate, toast and speeches, first dance, father-daughter dance, mother-son dance, and then of course I made everybody do the anniversary dance. And from that point on, it was a dance party all night long. Yeah. Noah, Rachel, your friends and family both are amazing. It was a great night. So much fun. One of the top 2 weddings I've ever DJ'd, and the other one, of course, is Alex's, because that was amazing too. But yeah, just a great night. And again, I should not. if anybody has knows anybody who wants to get married, you should definitely check out Shepherd's Field in Sisters, Oregon. For the service he provides, it's insane. He could charge 3 to 4 times what he charges, but he doesn't. He just wants to. He's retired, and he's like, we do 30 of these events a year. That gives me more than pays my bills, so I'm good. There's no reason for me to overcharge. But yeah, really amazing people. I got to meet his wife, I forgot her name, and his daughter Cece, because he kind of lets them close out at the end of the night. So I definitely had a lot of conversation, or had a nice conversation with Cece as we're packing gear up, because John went to bed, well earned, and then Cece makes sure that everything gets packed up, and we shut it off by 10 p.m. and all that. But no, it's an amazing thing they're doing. But even also, I also have to say, it was an honor to do Noah and Rachel's wedding. So happy that Steve asked me to. Thank you, Sean LeBlay. Even though you don't remember, apparently Steve reached out to you and just asked if, how I was, because I had done Alex's wedding, and obviously you and Shanna were there, and your whole family. So you don't remember doing it, but apparently you told Steve that, yeah, he's pretty good. So Steve asked me if I would do it. I was like, of course. I'm trying to be retired, but for you, because you guys are awesome. You and Esther are awesome. Your entire family, all your kids. I was like, yes, I will do that for you. And again, I am so glad I did. Everybody, friends, family, it was such a great weekend. Yeah, I'm still kind of recovering from it in a good way, coming down from the high. And it was so good to see Shannon and Sean, because of course they came. And I did yell at Shannon as soon as she walked into the DJ area. I was like, no drinks on the DJ booth. But no, it was great. Really good to see you guys. It's been too long, but I'm so glad you guys came out there. Much love to Jenny and much love to Loretta. Hope everybody is doing as good as they can. Yeah, it was just an amazing weekend. Oh, and I'm not going to leave out my good friends, Aaron and Julie. Aaron let me crash at his house, and Julie lives right next door, so it was kind of funny. Did get to hang out with Aaron Friday night after I got back from rehearsal, and then I met him for coffee on Sunday morning before I had to leave. Great conversation. I love his little dog, Ducky. So cute. And then, of course, Saturday morning, or not of course, but Saturday morning as I'm trying to get ready, I did manage to find the slacks and the untucked short sleeve dress shirt that I always wear for weddings, but it was wrinkled. So I'm like, oh, Aaron, he had to go to the dump or something Saturday morning. But I was like, oh, where's your I need an ironing board. And he didn't have one. He's like, oh, but Julie does. So we just go next door, and it's installed in the wall. It's one of those open the door and it falls out from the wall with an iron. So thank you, Julie. I did have to use your iron and ironing board to make sure my shirt wasn't too wrinkled, and it went off great. So thank you so much. And I got to say hi to your dogs. Kevin barked at me a lot. I forgot the name of the other one, but they were so cute. Um, yeah, gosh damn, it was just really good. The entire weekend was fucking amazing. Um, so a lot of love to Julie, to Aaron for putting up with me and let me crash in his place, and I love his little dog Ducky, and then of course Steve and Esther. Gosh, it was an honor. And I think Noah caught me tearing up when he was dancing with his mom, and I told him to go fuck himself. It's like, shut up, I'm not crying. Anyway, yeah, it was friggin' amazing. I am so happy I did this. Again, it's not about me, but gosh damn, they seem to be a great match, and I friggin' like Rachel a lot. We did a few Zoom meetings and video calls in preparation for the wedding. So I already had a vibe about Rachel, and from the first time, I was like, oh my gosh, this is a really cool, down to earth person. So, well played, Noah. I think you made a good choice. And Rachel, Noah is a sweetheart too, even though he doesn't understand that Tom Brady and the Patriots are the best of all time, as I will. Well, let me move my head so that you can see the Patriot gear. So, anyway. No, it was an honor and a pleasure to do that. Yeah. I guess I'm at a loss for words, but I just felt I had to share this. It was a really good weekend in Bend. And Krista was, we had talked about Krista going with me, but when it came down to it, she's been to the Get Lit event, and we also did another event where I was working a DJ, and she was like, yeah, it doesn't sound like it's going to be relaxing. And she's right. I was basically working all weekend, even though I loved it, but I was like, no, we're not going to be able to do the vacation thing. So it's okay. We're going to go over and see Steve and Esther when I don't have to work, and hang out and just relax. So, and hike Smith Rock. So, yeah, I'm going to cut it off here. It was, yeah, sorry. I just had to get on and share that it was an amazing fucking weekend with some really good people that I appreciate having in my life. So, yeah. All right. And definitely a shout out to Gwen. Miss you guys. Need to connect with you and Jason again soon. We'll make this happen. If it's not a podcast, we're just going to hang out and have some wine. So, all right. I love you all. Take care of yourselves and each other.